Oh, good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible to all of you, right? Guys, if you can just reply me with one yes or no, whether I'm audible, everything, visible or not. All right, I hope, my voice is also very clear, right? Okay, so welcome to iQuanta. Guys, in the last session, yesterday when we have met, we had done, two DI sets, right? Both were paragraph based. Today also we are going to do, some important DI sets which can be important for your exam. Today we'll be doing, the sets based on pie charts and tables, right? Okay, so let's, without wasting the time, let's start the first set of the day, right? So that set is about the pie chart, all right, guys? Fine. Okay, you guys tell me that if you want to try it first, whoever is watching there, or should I explain that? Do you want me to explain directly, or you want to try first? Everyone, just say yes or no. Okay, this is the set, and we have 5 questions as well after this, right? So yes. Okay, maybe I need to explain. All right, don't worry. So guys, the set is about the pie chart, right? What it says that? It says uh, there are 6,500 students, percentage distribution of the students in the different courses, right? I've taken an easy set, so that you can understand how this pie chart is being treated. So there are 6,500 students in all, and percentage distribution is given in different courses. For example, BSc, in BSc you see that there are 30% students out of 6,500, right? In B.Ed, you see there are 18% students. In B.Tech, there are 7%. In pharmacy, 13% is MBA, 26, and MBBS, 6% is students, right? Okay. Hello, Ashia. Good evening. And if you want to cross-check, you can also do the cross-checking whether the share is, adding up to 100 or not. For example, 30, plus 18 is 48. 48 plus 7 is 55. 55 plus 13 makes 68. 68 plus 6 is 74. 74 and 26 is 100. Yes. So yes, guys, it does make 100% in all. You can see that, right? Okay, now let's try to look at the questions, right? So it's an easy set. I took it, purposely an easy set in the beginning, right? So question 1 says, what is the value of the half of the difference between the students in MBA and MBBS? All right. So what do we need to find? We need to find, half the difference between MBA and MBBS. All right. Let's look at who is greater among MBA and MBBS. So MBA is 26 and MBBS is 6. So yes, MBA is greater. So we'll say half of, MBA minus MBBS, right? This is what we need to find it out. Okay. Now, lot of students do what? They first try to, calculate the MBA students separately, which is 26% of 6,500. And then MBBS separately, which is 6% of 6,500, but that will take a lot of time actually, guys. So what we can do here, we can also say this is half of, see MBA is what? MBA is 26% of 6,500 and MBBS is also 6% of 6,500. So, the base is same for both the numbers. The base means, the total students, which is 6,500. This is same for both the, categories. So instead of calculating for both, we can directly subtract the percentage term, right? What I mean to say, we can directly say this is 26% minus 6% of 6,500, which is the total number of students, right? Which is the total number of students. So this is what you can do here. Now 26% minus 6% gives us how much? That gives us 20%, right? And now half of 20% must be 10%, right? It has to be 10% of 6,500. So what is 10% of 6,500? That we can say is nothing but 650. That's it. So this is will give us the answer of the question, option number D. Okay, simple question, right? Yes, I hope this is clear to all. Okay, so now I think we can try the next problem on that note. Guys, you tell me, do you want to try the second question or should I solve for you? Would you like to try second question? Let me show you the pie chart once again. Here comes the pie chart, right? That's the easy question, so that's why I'm saying that if you want to try or not. Ashia and Mevan, you guys tell me, do you want to try these questions yourself or should I explain like I'm doing? Alright, not much reply, so maybe I should. You wanna try? Yes, Ashia, this is, I also was saying that. In fact, you should do what, guys? You should try all the questions, right? You should try all of these questions one by one. See, we have 5 questions in all. First I have done already, right? This is a pie chart, take a screenshot of that. And then try to solve all the remaining 4 questions, right? So I'll give you, see, 4 more questions are left, so I'll give you 5 minutes for that. Okay, guys? Take 5 minutes and solve this, all right? All right, Ashia has given, 3 answers, but no one else is giving the answers. Okay, Ashia, if I tell you about your answers, right? So second one is yes, option E, that's true. Option E is the answer. Third is option C, correct. Fourth is also option C, that's also correct. Very good, Ashia. What about the other students? Fifth is Ashia saying A. Yes, it is correct as well. Very good, Ashia. All right. What about the other students? What do you want to say about this? I think no one else is trying. It's okay. So yes, Ashia, your answers are correct. I think I should explain to the remaining ones, right? Okay. So question 1 is done already. Question 2 says that what percent approximately more students are in MBA as compared to B.Ed. All right. In MBA, how many more percentage students are there as compared to B.Ed? So guys, in this question, we'll say that B.Ed is the initial value, right? B.Ed will be the initial value, and MBA must be the final value, right? The MBA students must be the final value, and the B.Ed students should be the initial value. We can say that. Now let's see their percentage shares. So B.Ed are how many? B.Ed are 18% and MBA are 26% is given to us, right? So B.Ed should be 18% of the number of students, which is how many? Guys, if you remember, the number of students given to us 65%, right? Okay, similarly, the MBA students are, we just know 26%, right, of 6500 again, right? Okay, now guys, if you remember, in the last session also I told you one trick of solving percentage change easily, right? What was the trick? That you can do what? You can just cancel, the common terms, right? You do not need to calculate it completely, guys. If you start calculating, it will take a long time. So the better way is to, cancel, the common terms. For example, in both of them, 6500 is common, so let's cancel it. Simple. Then we can say this is, 18 by 100 actually. Percentage is nothing but by 100. Here 26, again 26% is 26 by 100. So 100 will be cancelled out, we can just say that. And among 18 and 26, 2 is common, so this must be 9 and this must be 13. So initial value is 9 and final value is 13, we can just say that, simple. Now we need to find the percentage change out of it, right? So what we can do, we can say the increases of 4, right? Then we can say percentage increase is what? We can say 4 out of 9, simple as that, right? 4 out of 9. Now 4 out of 9 is how much? See guys, 1 by 9 we know is 11.11, so 4 by 9 should be 44.44%, right? So yes, the percentage increase is 44.44. Let's see which option is the best. Last option is the best over here. I'm sure all of you understand that, right? Okay, let's try the next problem. Okay, so next problem is it's saying that what is the total number of students in B.Ed, Pharmacy and MBBS together? Easy question, guys, right? Okay, we just need to find the total students in these 3 categories, all right? So let's first see what is the percentage of each of them. So first is B.Ed. B.Ed is how many? B.Ed is 18%. Let's write this here, okay, 18%. Then they're talking about pharmacy. Pharmacy we have is 13%, right? So let's write 13 here. And then we have MBBS. MBBS is 6%, right? So that's it, guys. Okay, a lot of people do what? They find their numbers one by one and then they, add them together. But that will take a long time because again, just like, first question, we know that their base is same. The base is how much? 5600, right? So we can just add 6500, sorry. So we can just do one thing. We can just add these percentage magnitudes and then, suppose the percentage sum is being how much? 18 plus 19 is 37%. So just find 37% of 6500. That's it, right? This is what we need to do, guys, okay? This will save a lot of time of us, right? Now the last thing is to calculate 37%. How do we do that? We can either say 30 plus 7 or we can also say 40 minus 3, alright. 40 minus 3 will be easy, right? So let's do 40 minus 3 here. So guys, 40% we can say what? 40% is 4 into 10%, right? 10% of 6500 is 650 minus 3%. 3% we can say is 3 into 1%. 1% of 6500 is 65. That's it, right? Then we just have to do, some basic calculation. And what shall we get, guys? See, first we need to do 4 into 650, that is, we can say 2600, right? Minus 3 into 65 is 195, and that difference has to be how much? We can say this is 2405, simple. Now 2405 is in which option? It is in option number C, right? So this is how we can solve question number 3 as well. Anyone, if you have any doubt in question 3, please let me know. Anybody, any query with question 3? Alright, probably not. Then we move to the next question, question number 4. It says, what is the respective ratio between the number of students in pharmacy to the students in B.Tech? Okay, so we just have to find the ratio of the number of students in pharmacy and B.Tech. Again, an easy question, guys, because the base is same, so calculation will always be easy, right? Pharmacy is how many percentages? Pharmacy, if I look at it again, so pharmacy is 13%, alright, and B.Tech are, we can say what? The B.Tech are 7%, alright. So we can say what? 13% of 6500 is 2, we'll say 7% of 6500 again. Now guys, this is so easy, you see that when you find the ratio, the common terms anyways get cancelled out. So 6500 will get cancelled out. Now percentage means by 100, so here is by 100, here is also by 100, both the by 100 will get cancelled out. And we're left with, only and only 13:7 in the end, that's it. So the answer should be 13:7, which is given in option number C. So this has to be the final answer. Simple, right? Simple question. Oh, it's, Harikala, is it still blur? I think in between there was some network error, but now I think everything is fine. Can you confirm, is it still blur or no, it is fine? Hope this is fine now, Harikala. Please reply to me. Oh, I'm assuming this is fine now, right? Let's move to the next problem, question number 5, which says to find the number of students in BSc is approximately what percentage of the number of students in B.Ed. Okay, so BSc students is approximately what percentage of B.Ed? Last question, let's do it here. Let me read it again. Number of students in BSc is what percentage of B.Ed? Okay, BSc is, what percentage of B.Ed? This is what we need to find out. All right. Let's see what is their percentage shares, right? So BSc are, we know, 30% of 6500, right? Okay. What about B.Ed? B.Ed we can say are equals to, B.Ed is 18% of, 6500. Okay, so now guys, some students do what? They write 100 also with the multiplication, which is fine, it's not wrong obviously. But let's do one thing, let's avoid writing 100 first and let's try to do like this, okay? So 6500 will get cancelled out, right? So percentage sign will get cancelled out as well. Now this must be 30 by 18, right? 6 we can say is common, so it has to be 5 by 3. Now 5 by 3 we know we can say it is as 1 plus 2 by 3, right? Now 1 is nothing but 100% is, and 2 by 3 we can say is twice of 1 by 3, where 1 by 3 is 33.33, the 2 by 3 has to be 66.66, right? And that gives us 166.66%, and this is how we'll get the answer as well, which makes which option the best? Option A the best, right? Approximately option A is the best one. All right, so this is how we are able to do this whole set, right? Anybody, any doubt with this set? Quickly let me know, please. Just let me know if you have any doubt with any of the question with set. All right, I'm assuming this set is clear with everyone, that's why I'm not writing here. Now guys, coming to the next set, all right. The next set is about a table, all right. Is the data given in the table? This is the table. The table gives below the information about the distribution of the employees in 5 different companies in 2019, okay. So you see we have 5 different companies: TCS, Genpact, Infosys, Google and Microsoft. The number of zones, right, this is number, okay, number of zones is this, all right. Average number of employee per zone, right, and the number of male employee is to the number of female employee, means the ratio of the number of male and female employees is also given. Now we have again 5 questions over this, right. So you guys tell me that, do you want to try first or should I explain? Alright guys, oh, I think Harikala has a doubt. Alright Harikala, I'm just moving to it. Alright, let me clear the doubt of Harikala's, right. She has a doubt in question number 2, alright. The question number 2 says that what percentage more students are in MBA as compared to in B.Ed, alright. So as compared to, they are saying B.Ed, so B.Ed has to be initial value, you know, in any percentage change there is one initial value and one final value, right. So B.Ed is the initial value here and MBA students, number of students are the final value, right. So that's why I did here, B.Ed written here, initial value, MBA written here, the final value, okay. B.Ed share was 18% of the total student and MBA share was 26% of the total students, right. Now we do what? You know, either you can calculate the whole numbers, like calculate 18% of 6500, calculate 26% of 6500, which will take a long time, you know, which will take a very long time. So there is a trick, you know, you can say calculation trick, okay. So you can just cancel the common terms. Whenever there is a question of percentages, right, you can always cancel the common terms, right. So we cancel the common terms, for example, 6500, we can cancel it out, right. Among the 18% and 26%, we can cancel out, you know, by 100 as well. So we'll be left out only with 18 and 26, right. Now we can cancel 2 from 18 and 26 as well. So this will remain as, this will become as 9 and this will now become as 13, we can say that, right. Now increases of 4, initial value is 9, so percentage increases, increment upon the initial value 4 by 9. Then, you know, we can just say this as 4 into 1 by 9. Now 1 by 9, hope you all know that it's 11.11%, right. You know, you should know some basic conversion, right. If you do not know, you can see, you know, my YouTube video on our channel about the percentage conversions, right. There I have discussed everything in detail, okay. So 1 by 9 is 11.11, so 4 into 11.11 will give us 44.44% like this, alright. Okay, now this is done guys, okay. After that, what shall we do? Yeah, this is how we got the answer, simple, right? This is how we just got the answer. Hope this is clear to all, everyone. Harikala, hope this is clear to you now. Harikala, if you can just write, is this clear or not? All right, very good. Now let's move to the second set finally, right? So I said that we have 5 questions in the second set. So you guys just tell me that, do you want to try these questions first or should I explain them? Let's do one thing. Let me explain the first question, okay, and then you try the other ones, right? So first question is that, what are the total number of female employees working in Genpact and Google together in 2019? So we have to find the total number of female employees in these 2 companies, Genpact and Google together. Okay, data is of 2019 given already, right? Now how do we find the female or male students, employees? So guys, remember we have given the ratio, okay, we have given the average employees per zone, we have also given the companies, right? So we can do one thing, because, you know, if you read out the questions, you know, in the questions they are talking about the different number of, you know, male employees as well as of female employees. So it is better to, you know, find out the number of male and female employees in advance, right? And then to try to get the final data, right? Then to solve the questions, right? So what am I doing? I'm just going to the next slide and I'm writing this table again, or we can do it here as well actually, right? We can do this here as well. Let's write a few more columns. For example, here we can make a column, all right? Let's say the column is about, first is about the total employees, okay? the total employees over there, right? And then we have, the ratio already. So first write the male employees, number of male employees, and then number of female employees with the help of the, ratio, okay? So this is what we can also do, right? Okay, so first thing, total employees must be, we can say what? See, number of zones is 50 and average number of employees per zone is also given, right? Okay, so what shall we do? The total employees must be, we can say, average into average employees, which is 420, into the number of zones, right? Number of zones 50 into the average number of employees 420, all right? So this is, we can find the total employees in all of these companies, right? Same with Genpact, we can say 35 into 610. Same with Infosys, it's 44 into 500. I'm not multiplying them purposely. If required, then I'll do that. If not required, we can avoid that as well. So for Google, it's 42 into 525. And for Microsoft, it's 40 into 470. So first thing, we wrote down the total employees in all of these 5 companies, right? Now, with the help of the ratio, we can try to think about the number of male and female employees as well. That I'll not do completely, guys. I want you to do this some work. I'll do only for the companies which is required in question number 1. So in question 1, Genpact and Google are required only, right? Only Genpact and Google are required. So let's work only with Genpact right now and with Google, okay? The remaining I want you to do, all right? First, let's talk about Genpact. So in Genpact, the total employees are 35 into 610. We have to divide them in the ratio of 3:2, right? Now guys, luckily 3 plus 2 is 5 and 35 is a multiple of 5. So we can say, 35 is 7 times 5. So this should be 3 into 7, 21 into 610, right? And this should be 7 twos are 14 into 610, right? This is also, I have, discussed a lot of times in previous sessions that how do we distribute the numbers in the ratio, right? If you have any doubt, you can watch my previous sessions as well, right? To check in detail, all right, guys? Fine, let's move ahead. So this is how I calculated the number of female employees and male employees for Genpact, right? Okay, let's move to the next. Fine. The next question is what? Next company is Google, remember? So about Google, what they are saying that, again, we have to calculate the male and female employees, right? So in Google, the ratio is 1:4, right? The sum is 5, we know that. So 5, and this is 42 into 525. So let's divide 525 by 5. It gives you 105, okay? 105. So 105 into 1 is 105. So we'll write 42 into 105, right? And the remaining one, this is 105 forza is 420. So we can say 42 into 420, like this. All right, that's it, guys. So this is how we can, find out the number of male and female employees in both of, the companies, right? Now let's try to answer the question. Question says what? Question is to find the total female employees in Genpact and Google, right? Okay, so in Genpact we found how many female employees? 14 into 610. I've not, calculated it completely, but we'll do this soon, right? 14 into 610. Okay, and for Google, what can we say? For Google, we can say 42 into 420, all right? 42 into 420, okay? Now, let's try to, do the final calculation of this, okay? So 14 into 610 is how much, guys? Okay, 14 into 610, we can say 610 into 10, or let's go with 14. 14 6 is 84, right? And 14 1 is, we can say what? Okay. I think we should calculate with respect to 14 or 61. This is what I'm thinking. I think 61 would be better, right? 61 10 is 610, right? And 61 4 is, we can say, 244, right? 244. 244 plus 610. 610 plus 244. 610 plus 244 makes us how much? We can say 854, right? 854, okay? So 854 and one more 0, right? So this is 14 into 610. Now for Google, we can say 42 into 420, good for us. 42 square, we can say that. Now what is 42 square? 42 square, we can say what? 2 into 21. 21 square is 441. 441 into 4, right? 2 square is 4. So 441 into 4, we can say 1600 and 164, 1764, right? 1764 and then 0, like this. Okay, now we can just add them to get the final answer, right? Alright, so what should be the final answer in the end? Oh, I think we could have, taken some common as well, guys. Instead of doing this, see, we are about to get the answer, right? But I want to do I want to make the things a bit easy for you, right? So we can do one more thing. We can take the common terms. For example, you see that 14 is common, right? And both the numbers. So taking 14 common, this will be 610 only, right? And this will be what? We can say this is 3 into 420, right? Because 14 3s is 42. In fact, we can again take some common. For example, 10 we can take common, right? So this will be what? This will be 61 and this will be 3 into 42, which you can say as 126, right? That's it. Okay, now I think this will be enough. I don't think we can take anything common after that. So 61 into 126 will give us 187. So 187 into 140. Now you can, do the multiplication of, you can multiply by 14. That will be easy actually. For example, 14 7 is 98, right? 14 7 is 98, carry is 9. 14 8 is how much? 112. 112 and 9 makes us 121, right? Carry is 12. 14 and 12 is 26 and one more 0 because of this. So 26180, which gives us option number D over here, right? So this is how we can solve question number 1. All of you, is this understood? Just let me know. Students who are watching, Harikala and Ashya, hope this is clear. All right, now I think you guys can also try, few the remaining questions. So we have remaining question from 2 to 5. You can take a screenshot of this table, right? In fact, you should also have to, draw some data in this table, right? You also have to fill the table about the number of male and female employees. Do not calculate it completely, right? Because that will take a long time. Just handle the scenario in the particular question which you are solving, okay? Just like I did in question number 1. Now try question number 2 to 5. I think that might take some time, so I'll give you guys 6 minutes to solve the remaining 4 questions, okay? I'll give you 6 minutes. You can write down your answers, whatever answers you are getting, okay? And I'll keep answering, that whether your question is correct or not. This is ratio and everything, right? Harikala, hope. Just take a screenshot, Harikala, right? Just take a screenshot. Yes, Harikala, this is correct. Very good, Harikala. Alright guys, what about the other question, everyone? You're taking so much of time. If you guys say, should I explain to you, if you all say? Alright, Asha, answer of 2 is E, that's correct. Answer of 3 is B for Bombay, it's correct. Answer of 4 is C is correct. Fifth is option A is correct. Yes, very good. All right, maybe I need to explain, right, the remaining the questions, because I've gotten only one, answer from only one person. It's okay. So let's start, solving from question number 2, right, guys? Okay, so let's see what question number 2 says. It says that which company has the second highest number of employees in 2019? Okay, so we have to compare the total employees, right? And how do we compare the total employees? For that, we actually need to find the total employees. There is no other way, right? So yes, guys, we need to multiply, all of these numbers. It's okay. Let's start doing this one by one. So 50 into 420, right? We can say one thing, that 50 is like 100 by 2. I'm telling you the ways, to make the calculation easy here, right? You can say 50 as 100 by 2. 2, will be cancelled from 420. 420 by 2 will be 210. And 210 into 100 must be 210 and 2 more zeros, right? Okay, next 35 into 610. Here, I think multiplying with 35 is not a big deal, right? 35 into 0 is 0, 35 into 1 is 35, the carry goes 3, okay. Now 35 6a. So 35 2a is 70. So you can say what 35 6a is 2a into 3a, simple, right? 6a is what? 2a into 3a. So 35 2a is 70, 70 3a is 210, okay. 210 and 3 carry 213. So this is how we can do the multiplication easy, right? Next, 44 into 500, this is also easy. We can say 500 as 1000 by 2, okay, and 44 by 2 is 22, 22, and this will be 1000, so 22,000 it will be, right? Easy calculation, we can do it. Next, 42 into 525, I think here we should multiply with 42, right, one by one. It will not be that difficult as it looks like, right? See, 42 5s are, we can say what, 40 5s are plus 2 5s are. 45 is 200, 2 5s is 10, so 210. 210, writing 0 here, and carry will be 21, right? Then 42 2 is 84. 84 plus 21 should be 105, right? Carry obviously we have to add, so 105, 5 is written, now 10 is the carry, right? Then 42 5s is 210 again, and 210 plus 10 is 220, right? Like this. Okay, so this is how we can write the total employees of Google. Okay, last is total employees of Microsoft. This is easy because multiplying by 40 or 4 is always easy. Just multiply 47 with 4 and 20 should be followed by that number, right? 47 4s are, 47 2s are, we can say is 94, right? 4s is 2s into 2s, so 47 2s is 94, 94 2s we can say is 188, 188 and followed by 2 zeros. So guys, this is how we can add up, you can say you can find out the total employees in all the companies, right? So yes, this is how you can also use this calculation tricks to do this faster. All right. Okay. Harikala is saying, can you explain? Okay, there is nothing to explain. Ratio is given to us, Harikala, right? Oh, are you talking about the companies Genpact and Google, or the remaining ones? What are you exactly asking, Harikala? Till then, let me solve this question now, right? Question number 2 says to compare and to find which company has the second highest number of employees in 2019, right? In all, okay? So how can we do that? See among them, guys. So the highest one is this. You can see that, right? This is the highest. And obviously, this is the second highest. So we can say the second highest employees are in the company's Infosys, which is option number E, right? This is how we can deal with question number 2, okay? Now let's move to the question number 3. Harikala, please write down your question a bit more clear, in a bit more clear way, right? Remaining, right? Remaining. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Let the question come, right? And then I'll do for the remaining companies as well. Look at the question number 3. They're asking the ratio of male of Genpact to female of Infosys. Okay, male of Genpact and female of Infosys. Guys, this question is about the ratio, and whenever there is ratio, you really do not need to calculate everything. Most of the time it will make the things easy for sure, right? So let's just write down the numbers in the product form or anything else, but do not calculate the whole, right? What they're asking, let me write in the next slide. they're asking the ratio of the male employees in Genpact, all right? So male employees of Genpact, fine, and male employees of Genpact, right, with female employees of, with the female employees of, question says female employees of Infosys, all right, female employees of Infosys, fine. Okay, how can we do that? Male employees in Genpact, right? Okay, male employees in Genpact, guys, I think this is something we have already done, 21 into 610, right? Okay, I can multiply them as well, but I'm not doing it because ultimately we have to find the ratio, and a lot of numbers must get cancelled out, right? That's why I'm not doing it. Okay, the next thing we have to find is the female employees of Infosys, right? So female employees of Infosys, where are they? Infosys is here. We need to find the female employees of them. So it's very obvious, guys. You can say female employees should be 1/4, right? 1/4 of them. So 1/4 of 44 is obviously 11, right? So we can say the female of Infosys should be, we can say 11 into 500, simple. Okay, I'm not calculating it right now, though it's very easy. Still, I'm not calculating because we know that a lot of terms must get cancelled out while doing the ratio thing, okay? So I'm just writing 11 into 500 for the female employees of Infosys. Right, now let's see that what we can cancel out, okay? Now let's try to cancel out the numbers, okay? In this question, guys, first thing 0, 0 will be cancelled. I think in this problem not much is getting cancelled. It's okay, let's see that. First 0 is cancelled out. Rest, I think nothing is getting cancelled. It's okay, right? It's okay. So we have to write down the whole numbers, right? 21 into 61 and 11 into 50. 21 into 61 is how much? Okay, 61 into 10 is 610. 61 into 20 is 1220. Plus 61 into 1 is 61. So 1220 plus 61 is 1281, okay? 1220 plus 61 is 1281, and that will be very easy. 50 into 11 is 550. So this must be the ratio, 1281 is to 550, which is option number B we have here, right? 1281 is to 550. Hope that's clear to everybody, right? You can write down in chat if anything is not understood. If you have any kind of doubt, you can write down in chat. Okay, meanwhile, let's start solving the next question, question number 4. Now guys, for question number 4, they are saying that in 2020, the number of female employees in Microsoft increased by 24%, and number of male employees in Microsoft is decreasing by 24% with respect to the last year. And remember, guys, this data is given of 2019, This data is about 2019, and now they are giving some information about the next year, 2020. Okay. Now they're asking the total number of employees in Microsoft company in 2020. Again, guys, interesting question, right? Okay, let's write down the data of 2019 and 2020 both, right, one by one, okay? So let's write first about, let's write here 2019 and here 2020, okay? Okay. Now, guys, the question is about the company Microsoft. Remember, the question is about Microsoft, right? So let's write it down here as well, Microsoft. So first write down the number of male and female employees of Microsoft in 2019, okay? So in 2019, for Microsoft, what about the male and female, okay? So again, guys, if you want, you can, write down the exact number of male and female with the help of the ratio we know already, with the help of the total employees already, but that might be, time taken in terms of calculation. So you can do one thing, see in this form it is 40 into 470, right? Now the ratio is 3:5, 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 5s is 40. So you can, multiply by 5, simple. So we can say this has to be 25 into 470 and this has to be 15 into 470, all right? 5 into 5 is 25, 3 into 5 is 15, and into 470 will be there for sure. So this is how you can write down in this in the short, right? Just let me know if this point is clear. Hope that part is clear, right? Now, okay, maybe we need to find the exact number as well. I'm not sure. I'm just, calculating, trying to make the things easy. Let's see what will happen now. So here the males are coming up how much? Okay, let me write males and females. This is male and this is female. The males are being 25 into how much? 25 into 470 and 15 into 470, right? This is what? 15 into 470, all right. Now what? In the next year, female is increasing by 24% and male are decreasing by 24%, right? Males are getting decreasing by 24% and females are, increasing by 24%. This is what given to us. All right. Now let's look at the final question, guys. The final question is what? Find the total employees in 2020. We have to find the total employees in the next year, right? Finding the male and female and then adding them as well. Okay. So how can we do that? Okay, 24%, 24%. Guys, 24%, we can say 20 plus 4%, right? Or we can also say this is like close to 25%, right? This is also we can say that. But I think, look at the option, are they close to each other? Yes, options are pretty close to each other, right? So approximation probably will not be helping much, right? So what can we do? Let's calculate it completely, okay? So let's decrease 470 by 24% or increase by 24%. Let's see what do we get, right? Okay, if we decrease 470 by 24%, let's find out 24% of 470, all right? That will be easy thing to do, right? So we can say what? 24% of this is, we can say 20 plus 4, right? 20% of 470, we can say how much? We can say this is 94, 47 into 2. 4% of this, we can say 4.7. Oh, I think we can also do 25 minus 1, right? That can also be a good thing. But anyways, we have done this. So 4.7 into 4, right? 1% is 4.7 into 4 is a 4%. 4.7 into 2 is 9.4. 9.4 into 2 is 18.8, right? So this is what we can say. Now that gives us how much? 94 plus 8 is 102, 112.8, simple. So it must be decreasing by 112.8 and this must be increasing by 112.8 into, the number as well, which is given here, right? So let's decrease it by 112.8, okay? So this will be 25 into how much? 470 minus 112.8. So 470 minus 100 is 370, 370 minus 10 is 360, 360 minus 2 is 358, 358 minus 0.8 is 357.2, all right? So this should be 25 into 357.2. This should be the number of male employees in 2020, right, in the company Microsoft. Hope that is clear to all of you. If not, you can let me know, guys. Okay, similarly, we'll do for the females, right? Female is increasing by 24%, 24% is again 112.8, okay? So let's just add 470 with 112.8, 15 will be there, right? So 15 into 470 plus 112.8, okay? So 470 plus 112 makes us how much? We can say 582.8. That was comparatively easy. So this we can say is the number of male employees in 2020. This we can say is number of female employees in 2020. Now we just have to, multiply and add them, right? If we want to find the total employees in 2020, we have to, add these two numbers as well. Okay. This is what we need to do in the end. Okay. I think it was, a calculation based question, right? We have to calculate, no other choice do we have, right? Yeah, we can do one thing, we can take some common, still we have to add in the end, right? So let's just add it, guys, okay, multiply and add. So 25 into 2 we can say is 50, right? But there is decimal, so that will go away, we can say that, decimal point. 50, I'm not writing 0, okay, let's do it, 0.0, right? Then 5 is the carry. 25 into 7 is 175, plus 5 is 180, the carry is 18, 25 5s is 125, 125 plus 18 is 143, then there is 14, 25 3s is 75 and 14 is 89, like this, okay? So this should be 8930.0, all right? This is what you can say. Now about female, 15 to this, 15 8s is 120, the carry is 12, 15 2s is 30, plus 12 is 42, the carry is 4. Again 120 plus 4 is 124, carry is 12, 75 plus 12 is 87, right? So 8742. Now that gives us how much? See guys, 30 plus 42 is 72, okay? 89 plus 87 or 88 2s is 176. So this is being 17672 in the end, right? Let's see which option is the best. The answer is 176.72. So option number C is the best, right? So this is how we can do question number 4, sorry. Everyone, is question 4 clear to you? Just let me know if it is clear or not. Everyone, just let me know, is question 4 clear or not? Hope this is clear. And now let's try the last question of this set. Harikala and Ashia, just let me know if this is clear. Okay, question 5 says, what is the average number of female employees working in each of the 5 companies in 2019? Okay, average number of female employees. So either you find out the female employees in this format as I'm doing, or you can write down the exact number of them as well. Everything is fine, okay? See, we have written female only in the multiplication form so far. So let's complete for TCS as well, okay? Only one company is left. So what it should be, guys, see, TCS is 15 to 420 divided in the ratio of 4:3, 4 plus 3 is 7, 420 is a multiple of 7, right? So 420 by 7 we can say is 60, right? 420 by 7 is 60. So we'll multiply by 60, simple. So this should be, we just have to work with the females, right? So 3 into 60 is 180, 180 into 50 should be there. So we'll say 50 into 180, right? By the way, the male would be 50 into 240. Okay. All right. And by the way, this is 33 into 500, which I did not write before. Okay. Now let's just write down the females and then find the average of them, right? So guys, finding the average is what? Dividing by the total number of companies, right? Okay, Harikala is saying she does not understand. It's okay. I'll do that, right? I'll just do that. To find the average, we have to divide this by 5, right? The sum of them by 5. Okay, Harikala, how do you solve the ratios? I think you solve with the help of the fractions, maybe, right? Okay, let me tell you what am I doing. Let me take an example, right? Let me take the example of TCS only, which I just did here, right? So in TCS, see, the total employees are 15 to 420, right? 15 to 420. Now we have to divide in the ratio 4:3, right? We have to divide in the ratio 4:3, right? So let us assume for a while, let's assume that males are 4 and females are 3. Okay, just assuming with the help of the ratio that males are 4 and females are 3, right? Just an assumption. So the total total employees must be male plus female. That means 4 plus 3 is 7, right? Total must be 7. But in real, total is how much? But in real, the total is 15 to 420, So if 7 is equivalent to this, right, we can cancel 7 with this. It will be 60. So we can say 1 is equivalent to what? 1 is equivalent to 15 to 60, right? We can just say that, okay? 1 is equivalent to 15 to 60. So 4 is equivalent to what? 4 should be equivalent to 4 into 15 to 60, okay? And 3 must be equivalent to what? Just a second. Yes. So what I said, 4 must be equivalent to what? Because 1 is equivalent to 15 to 60. So 4 must be equivalent to 4 into 15 to 60, right? And this 3 must be equivalent to 3 into 50 into 60, okay? Now 3 into 60 is 180 I wrote here, and 4 into 60 is 240 I wrote here. So this is how, I'm doing the things. Hope this is clear to you, Harikala, now. Please let me know, Harikala, is this clear to you now or not? Or should I explain in some other way? Harikala, please let me know, is this clear or not? Alright, that's great. Now, so this is how we calculated the male and female of all the companies, right? Now we just have to do what? We have to find, the ratio, the average of the females, right? Let me do in the open, slide here. So the females we have got with all of these companies are these much, right? We have to find the average, means the sum of them divided by 5. Luckily, guys, we can divide each of them by 5. If you look at this, right, we can divide each of them by 5. So let's do that. That will actually save some time, you know. So 50 into 180, if you divide 50 by 5, we can say 10 into 180, okay. Let's just write 10 into 180, okay. Then for the next company, 40 into 610, we can divide 610 by 5. 610 by 5 will give us how much? We can say 1, 2 and 2, 122, you know, it will be 122, simple. So 14 into 122, we can say that, right? 14 into 122. Fine, the next one is which one? The next one is this, 11 into 500. 500 divided by 5 is 100, so this should be 11 into 100, all right? Next is 48 into 420, dividing 420 by 5 should be 84, so 42 into 84, right? 42 into 84. Okay, the last one we can say is what? 50 into 470 dividing by 5 is 3 into 470, right? All right. Now we'll just add all of them, right? That will give us the final average, okay? We'll just multiply and add them, okay? Some of them are very easy, but some will be, you know, time taking. If you can take the common in all of them, okay, we can, but let it be, guys. Let's just multiply and add now, right? So 14 into 122 is how much? Okay, 122 tenza is, we can say 1220, and 122 forza we can say is 488, right? That gives us how much? 1600, or we can say 1708, right? Okay, the next one is easy. We can say 1100. This will take time, you know. You can say 42 into 84 is 42 into 2, okay? So 42 square into 2, right? 42 square, you can say 2 into 21, all right? So 4 into 441, 4 into 441 is 1600, 1764, 1764 into 2, right? 1764 into 2 should be 3400 and 128, so 3528, right, like this. Last 473s are, so 47 is 50 minus 3, into 3 must be 150 minus 9, so 1410, okay. That's it. Now just add all of these numbers. So what do we get? Okay, 28 and 8 is 36, 36 plus 10 is 46, and these having 0, so 46, that's it, last two digits, right? And the first two digits are 18 plus 17 is 35, 35 plus 11 is 46, 46 and 14 is 60, 60 and 35 is 95. So that gives you 9646, 9546, sorry. The 9546 is which option? That is first option, right? So this is how we got the average of them. Alright guys, hope this is clear to all. Everybody, hope this is clear. Okay, so this is how we solve all of these questions in this set, right? If there is any doubt, just let me know. Everyone, just let me know if there is any doubt. Okay, so this was, you know, the second set of the day. Here, guys, you know, this is where, you know, we would like to end this session. Thank you so much for joining here, right? We'll be coming again tomorrow with some more, you know, interesting sets. Meanwhile, guys, if you want, you know, to start any particular, you know, series or topic to us with us, right? If you want us to start any other topic or any other practice sessions, you can write down in the comment or chat box, right? We'll definitely come up with your request, right? Okay, thank you so much, guys. Take care. Till then, keep studying and keep practicing. Bye-bye.